Times and Bodies. Written by that Kokichi Kinney. Read by Arashi. Sweat beaded up on Kokichi's forehead. The heat in the room was too much for him to handle, yet he was used to it. The sweat built up over his small hands, making his work utensils slip out of his grasp and fall gracefully onto the tiled floor, which made a loud clack sound that echoed throughout the empty room. The tile was cold, Kokichi noticed, as he reached down to grab the utensil. The warmth from the heavily used scalpel clashed hideously with the coolness of the floor. Kokichi shivered as he raced back up with the scalpel in hand. He'd been working this job for over 6 years now, and yet has never gotten used to the eeriness of the room. He sighed, looked at the clock, and smiled. His shift was finally over. It's not like he doesn't like his job. It's just the long hours are repetitive. Seriously, 75 hours a week? It's inhumane, but it helps to keep the bills on autopay and to help his husband have extra money for publishing and editors. Kokichi put away the scalpel in tubes, pushing the cart with the preserved body back into the freezer room. While he knew he had to go back tomorrow, he didn't care. He just wanted to see his husband. That's all that matters. Kokichi quickly scurried to clock out for the night, locking the doors as he headed to his car. He just barely got his driver's license. But anyways, he drove home in silence. Too much of a headache to play music. Not even softer music would work. His job gave him heavy headaches, from the annoying buzzing of the clock to the echoes of the room. But he couldn't really complain. He was paid well and lived a comfortable life. He sighed. Stepping outside of his car, he felt the cool night air rush against his skin. He was wearing a black shirt and checkered shorts. Horrible mix for being in 9 degrees Celsius. He covered himself as he walked up to the door. Greeting him was his husband, Saihara Shuichi. Kokichi sighed gracefully as his cold body was created by the warmth. Shuichi chuckled as he slid his jacket over Kokichi. He wasn't surprised that his husband didn't bring a jacket or a hoodie. That's just what you'd expect with someone who could forget to bring a car to a racetrack. Shuichi married him, though. He really couldn't complain. Kokichi just completed him, not only in an emotional sense, but also in a career pathway. He was a crime novelist, and his husband was a mortician. Perfect match for career paths, but anyways. Kokichi snuggled up to Shuichi's chest as they gradually made their way to the room. Shuichi slowly laid his husband down on the couch and snuggled in with him. It was normal for them to get close with each other after a long day. Both of them were desperate for love, and now that they got it, they never wanted to let go of it. Kokichi hummed, wrapping his legs around Shuichi's torso. Shuichi chuckled. Kokichi was always needy for something. Attention, love, a human pillow, or whatever else. Shuichi kissed his husband's forehead and hummed. "What is it, darling?" Shuichi asked. Kokichi nuzzled into Shuichi's neck. "I want 3 things." Shuichi raised his eyebrow and kissed Kokichi's forehead. "What do you want, love?" Shuichi chuckled. "Well, more kisses, for you to carry me to bed, and... Kokichi started to think. Shuichi snorted a bit as he peppered his husband in kisses. "Anything else for your highness?" Shuichi asked. "I want panta," Kokichi giggled. Shuichi rolled his eyes. He always wanted something. Kokichi was a one-of-a-kind human, and Shuichi could never pass that up. "I love you, dork," Shuichi smiled. He knew he had his whole world in his arms.